Season 3, Episode 6. If you have not seen it, we're going to spoil the shit out of it. So, that being said, Joe from Fall 1, give me that countdown, motherfucker.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get over here! Hi, I'm martial art master Daniel Pacino. You know me as the original Johnny Cage, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, and Smoke. You are tuning in to NerdCage Live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Don't miss an episode or you'll get caged. So let's finish him.
This is Anthony Marquez, better known as Kung Lao for Mortal Kombat. Make sure to like and subscribe to NerdCage Live. Be there. Us.
Hi, I'm Leah Montalongo, the OG Sindel. Please like, subscribe to NerdCage Live.
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right.
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom!
Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful!
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe. Run for your life, Joe.
Running.
Run faster! Oh no, Joe! The galaxy's doomed because of you!
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe.
Thank you.
Yo, that's diabolical. Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live. Greetings, citizens! You're now trapped in the nerd cage. We hope you have a smashing good time.
You're now about to witness the strength of geek knowledge. Hello and welcome. That's right. Once again, you are trapped in NerdCage Live. This ain't just a reaction show, but a debate show and a live discussion on everything that makes people like you and I tick. So thank you for joining us once again on another boys spoiler discussion. Again, spoiler warning, as we're going to be talking about episode 6 tonight. Please hit that like button and subscribe. I'm your co-host, Jay St. G, certified geek, 7 days a week, coming to you live from yours truly, the land of Tom Cruise, Syracuse, New York. And always among us, it's our moderator and trollhammer, stronger than the DK Banana Slammer. It is Joe from Fall 1 Gaming. What is poppin', my dude?
Oh, we got a show for you tonight. We got a star-stellar cast here. We got Davis, a.k.a. TitanGoji. We have the legendary Snaplock 99. We have Josh from Movie and Gaming Aficionados. Dion from Off the Beaten Podcast. And the Pretty Guardian.
Yes, thank you for joining us tonight. And Joe, before we get started here, who do we got in the chat?
In the chat tonight, we have Double Dragon Gaming, Paul Tackett, and I'm gonna butcher this name, but I'm guessing
it's Shabuzi. We'll just say Shabuzi.
Okay, all right, that works.
All right, so you guys know the vibes here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around in the circle, let all these fantabulous people plug themselves in and give their general thoughts on the episode, and then we're gonna just open up the floor. So we'll go counterclockwise. We'll start with TabMug99. By the way, everybody, all the links are in the description. Please sub them up. But yes, TabMug99, what do you think of this episode in general? And of course, tell everybody where they can find you.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is TabMock99. You probably know me best for my Mortal Kombat lore videos here on youtube.com/TabMock99. You can also find me on Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all at the same convenient and easy to remember username, TabMock99. So what did I think of this episode of The Boys? Well, I think I'd give it like an 8.5 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10. I thought it was really cool. There was a lot of crazy stuff going on. Some of it was really over the top, man. Some of it was like a little gross, but a little hard to swallow, I guess you might say. But all in all, fun, enjoyable episode. A lot of fun political commentary. Some of it got a little bit clumsy, but you know what? I knew what they were going for, and I enjoyed it.
Excellent.
And by the way, thank you both for having me on again this week. I was here last week, and I feel like a lot of the stuff that I said was vindicated. Some of my predictions came true. Same for you, Jay, and I won't take it hog up the space now. I'll save that for some of the show once the floor opens up.
Yes, and thank you so much for rejoining us. And of course, again, please sub them up. I actually just popped it in the chat there. And of course, the lovely Pretty Guardian. What did you think of this latest episode?
Hello, I am Pretty Guardian. You can follow my channel over on youtube.com/prettyguardian. I make gaming reviews, videos, and more. And as far as my thoughts on this episode, I loved it. This has been one of my favorite episodes of the season so far. It was absolutely great, particularly that ending. I'm really excited to see and hear from everybody else on the panel tonight to see what really stood out to them and just hash it out. So definitely a great episode.
Excellent. And of course, the documentary maker, Joshua Burst of Movie Aficionados, man, what'd you think?
What's going on, man? Josh here, Movie Aficionados, Movie and Gaming Aficionados. I thought the episode was great. Upon rewatching it, I noticed it wasn't flawless. There were some things, some issues that weren't necessarily minor issues. I know we'll talk about those when we get a chance. Thank you, Jay, for having me. I appreciate it. Sorry I couldn't be here last week, but I'm ready to have a good show this week. All right. And thank you, man. Let's get started.
Absolutely. The mighty TitanGoji, who's got a new channel, by the way. Well, what'd you think of that episode, man?
Yes.
Thank you for finally being on one of our voice discussions.
I've been meaning to come on to one of these for a very good while. But for those who don't know, I'm Davis Madole, also known as TitanGoji. I do videos about tokusatsu, anime, mainly Japanese sci-fi and what have you. And as Jay said, I recently started a second channel that's fitness-based. It's titled Turned A Fitness and Performance. And for the Gundam fans in the chat, you might know where I get the name from. As for my thoughts on this episode, this is probably my favorite episode of The Boys thus far. It was extremely over the top. The effects were just incredible for such a production. Everything that the characters are going through, it's hard to put into words, but it is that episode for me, and I love it so much because of that.
Very well said. I'm like I said, we see an eye on this one here. Deanne McGill of Off the Beaten Podcast, Chicago's finest, is back among us once again, man. What did you think of this episode, my dude?
First things first, let me apologize. I'm having some technical difficulties, but short, sweet. If you had told me that I was going to see the best episode of this series, this episode, I wouldn't have believed you, but this episode blew my mind, and that had nothing to do with Hirogasm. I was like the
liar
bottom of the bottom of it all. Love this episode. It was just so much in it. Things we saw, things we heard, things that were implied. So I'm super excited to hear you guys' views, and thank you for having me, Jay.
Always, man. Like I said, you're one of our very first guests ever. You're like another member of the channel, man. Joe from Fallen One Gaming, before you give your opinion, please tell them about tomorrow, and definitely tell them what we're doing on Tuesday.
Yes. Tomorrow we go back to Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest Mode. Finale time.
Yes. We're going to finish it up.
On Tuesday, we're going to do a one-off of House of the Dead remake.
Hell yeah, my dude. And Joe, what'd you think of that episode, man?
Oh, boy. This is the first episode that I can actually say I'm giving a 10 out of 10 for. This is my favorite episode of the season. Way over the top. Great relationships throughout. I mean, there's really almost nothing I could really nitpick about this episode. This episode is as close to perfect as they've been able to get.
Absolutely, my dude. I am with you on that one, Joe. Let me just tell you real quick that before I just give my quick opinion here, just want to let everybody know, please mark your calendars for next Friday. That is July 8th at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 o'clock for you Central folks, and you motherfuckers out in the West Coast, that's 6 o'clock. We're going to be premiering the Mount Rushmore of action heroes. NerdCage Live and friends, we're all going to be piling in, talking about who the best action stars of all time are, and you guys are in for a real treat. Please mark your calendars. I don't have the link ready because it's baking in the oven right now, and it's smelling mighty fine, but I will drop the link. If you're subscribed, I will drop that link. Hopefully by Tuesday or Wednesday, you guys will have the link. Mark your calendars. It will be premiering next Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. As far as The Boys goes, holy fucking smokes, man. Yes, the Hirogasm was great. I mean, Dick's tits, oh my, it was fantastic. But yo, it was all about that fight at the end, and we're going to get into it. But yeah, best episode ever. Holy smokes, how are they going to top that? We're going to find out later tonight as episode 7 drops tonight.
That's right.
And we're going to be talking about that next Thursday as well. That being said, let's open up this motherfucker, man. For starters, I laughed so fucking hard because they parodied Gal Gadot when she was singing Imagine and all those other celebrities who can't sing for shit. And I think what made it extra funny for me was seeing Black Noir with the lyrics
Right.
So guys,
oh, that was so great.
Yeah, what you guys think, man? Whoever wants to go first.
I love it when this show just really pokes fun like whenever celebrities do that, because one, it is incredibly corny. Two, what is that even gonna do?
Yeah.
I think the parody
it also reminds it's also like that like one I forget who it was, but it was that one Pepsi commercial that they also parodied with A-Train. That was also hilarious.
Yeah.
And I just really love the lengths that this show goes. When it comes to the content that it is satirizing, because it completely works. It's totally funny, and I don't want to take too much of the discussion. I'll let others add on to it, but put it short, genius.
Yeah, I agree. I know the big fight at the end that we talked about a little bit was amazing. That kind of finale with 2-on-1, that was really something. But Honestly, I think my favorite part had to be when Black Noir ripped out his tracking chip in the elevator and just handed it to that girl. And she's like, "Thank you."
That was
I loved it.
Oh, yeah.
But you can see Homelander starting to break down. Now, if you guys have seen the side spinoff, right? The animated one, The Boys Presents Diabolical.
Yep.
You will understand the scene a lot more. Why does Homelander think that Black Noir is so, connected to him? Like, Homelander and Black Noir have a special relationship that animated series elaborates on. And if you understand that, the nature of how they became like this and how they became so tight in the first place, you get it. Why Homelander's like, no, Black Noir wouldn't run. He would never do this to me. It's so ingenious if you see that show, the way it sets the scene up. Another scene that I kind of liked, but I thought it was a little clumsy, was when Homelander had his meltdown in front of the news. Now, I know what they were going for. There was a thing that happened in real life where they asked Trump, but what about the people who are scared? What about the 14,000 people who are dying? What can you say to these people to give them hope? And it's like, well, I say you're a lousy reporter. That's what I say. So I get what they were parodying in real life, back to Davis's point, when they take real life stuff and try to insert it into the show. I thought this one was a little clumsy just because Homelander is so super powerful. It's hard to imagine him, he could rip you in half by just looking at you funny. So it's hard to imagine him having a little meltdown like that. And on this show, as we've seen, the news a lot of times is not trustworthy. There will be like what we saw in season 2 with Stormfront. She'll kill 59 people chasing this one terrorist and then blame all the deaths on him. So the news historically has not been a source of factual information as far as what they can communicate to the general public. And now here's Homelander having a freak out over the news. Little contrived, but I get why they did it.
Just a little bit, because what you were saying about Homelander being so powerful and there's no reason for him to be scared, I feel like they've done a really good job of foreshadowing his unhinging and the fact that he is actually a little bit worried about Soldier Boy and what's going on.
Thank you. He is falling apart. And we especially saw that happen in the scene where he's talking to himself in the mirror. And it's implied that this is not the first time he's had that type of conversation. It's just the first time we've seen it.
Observation.
He is coming apart at the seams for sure.
Yeah, that's been the overall theme, that it's been like a slow burn of him, we always know he's been bad and he's crazy, but now it's coming out publicly, he can't even hide it anymore. And we're seeing that more and more as the season progresses. Dion, Josh, you guys want to add anything? And Joe, do you guys want to add anything to that opening scene or anything else, or attack anything else?
Yeah, it was well-deserved for those assholes who did the stupid Imagine video. It actually made me dislike Gal Gadot a lot the first time I saw it, so I was really happy to see them poke fun at that idiotic shit, that irritating idiotic shit. So yeah, it was good.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think on that point, I think the thing that they were going for the most, they used a different song, but I think they were trying to kind of parody the "We Are the World" stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They failed miserably.
Yeah.
Dion, what do you got?
Yeah, so that video actually parodied an actual video of the song Imagine from the beginning of COVID. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, no, that's what I was talking about, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Other than that, I just love the fact that they're having this conversation and the first thing Homelander goes is okay, I'm gonna go kill Soldier Boy. That's it. And oh, all right. I was like, well, damn. Okay. And so I really like that. That had me cracking up. And so, yeah.
Well, before we move on, though, I do want to talk about since Tab Monk brought it up already about the elevator scene, that goes to show you that Noir is horrified also of Soldier Boy, as he should be, because, there's that overlooming threat that he can just take your powers away, as, displayed with Kimiko. So, I'm sure we'll talk more about Soldier Boy.
Everything Soldier Boy said was absolutely hysterical. Because he's so out of touch.
Oh yeah, that too.
They had the Bill Cosby,
the
Bill Cosby part. Where he's like, yeah, Bill Cosby would be carrying a kid like that.
Well, what was the name of the sauce? I don't even remember, but I know it was something.
I think he called it sauce.
Really strong drinks.
It was basically a parody of sauce.
No, the sauce that they got from Whataburger. He said it was something Oriental, which I know that's really, you can't really say that. You know what I mean? But yeah.
I mean, the guy just...
Well, what did he say?
He just
what kind
came
of sauce
back
was
from
it?
a 40-year hibernation, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's like your inverse of Captain America, where Captain America wants to see the Wizard of Oz. Like, he says things like, or he wants to catch up on things, but in a good way. But this is like, he's like, I remember how shit used to be. You know, it's like the opposite.
It was so funny, though, because Huey's like, as soon as he said Bill Cosby, he's like, yeah, that's a lot to unpack right now.
Oh, my God.
He's like, yeah, America's dad. Yeah, I know that shit was funny. By the way, I just want to welcome Corn Siegel to the chat.
I just like the.
Go ahead.
I like the subtle joke about, man, he made really strong drinks. I was like, oh hell no, he didn't.
Thank you, Dion. I was like, oh hell no, he didn't. But he did.
That was the exact words I used. Oh hell no, he did.
I also like the parody of the Wonder Twins. We'd never seen them before up until this
episode. Oh my
episode.
God. So, I was just telling Davis off air, like, I was like, yo, isn't it so fucked up that a pair of twins are hosting an orgy? Like, isn't that a little weird?
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely some weird undertones going on there.
I guess while we're on that, Hirogasm. Before we get into the graphic detail that was Hirogasm. Okay, I have no proof of this. I know this was based off, Hirogasm was something from the comics. But I think the comics got the idea. Okay, I'm going to take the spotlight for a second here. So the Hirogasm, I think where they got that idea from, there's a really, really funny story out there involving Adam West and Frank Gorshin.
There is.
So
You're right.
Yes. You know where I'm going with this. So back in the 60s, in the height.
They were actually at an orgy.
Yes. Thank you. You stole my thunder, but yes. So at the peak of their popularity, at the peak of Batman, 66, Frank Gorshin and Adam West were invited to a private orgy in Hollywood. And they went into the orgy and they refused to break character as the Riddler and Batman, and they were pissing everybody off. So they wound up getting kicked out of that orgy. So where I'm going with this is I think the whole superhero orgy idea came from Adam West and Frank Gorshin. I just thought I have no proof. That's just where I think it's where it came from. For those who don't know that story, you're welcome. Look it up.
That's so awful.
That is amazing.
That's the most Adam West thing that Adam West could do. God rest your soul, Adam West and Frank Gorshin. I love you guys, and I just think it's so funny that they pulled that shit off. But Hirogasm! Oh my God!
well, also, I like the apropos title of Hirogasm because it references not just the event, but also what we get later with the our final battle and whatnot. It's literally a Hirogasm, and metaphorically too. It's kind of
good point.
Yeah, perfect title. Perfect timing too.
I knew that Adam West story, and I didn't connect the dots like that. So thank you.
Yeah, I was honest to God, like I thought Hirogasm was like a person. I didn't realize it was an orgy or an event. So when I started watching the episode, I immediately got flashbacks of that Adam West story. So
now, where was that scene in Matt Reeves' Batman?
That was more of a behind-the-scenes kind of a thing.
Yeah. And you know what was so clever about that that Hirogasm scene? The first thing you actually see, is the Starlight dildo flying across the screen. I mean, besides the guy that strangled Mother's Milk with his dick. Well, yeah. It's the same guy that's now. If I'm missing, that was the same guy that strangled Mother's Milk, right, with his dick in season 2. It was the same guy, right? Okay,
yeah,
just making sure, because it's been a while since I've watched season 2. But yeah, after you get the the dick is like, oh my god, get that thing away from me. And then like I said, you see the Starlight dildo because the 7 dildos that are out there. I just so funny because you see Starlight's reaction, see her themed dildo fly across the screen. I thought that was a clever little touch when she like freaked out about it. Yeah, that was too funny. I don't know where else
gets a percentage of sales on stuff like that,
Yeah.
All the merch.
Yeah. Fun fact, the band Rammstein has a fucking dildo set for all the members of Rammstein.
Nice.
Just want to throw that out there for, those who are into collecting Rammstein merch. You're welcome. I don't have it, just saying, in case you're wondering. I do not own the Rammstein dildo set.
It's okay, Jay. This is a judgment-free zone.
And Jay, just for the record, that's what got Rammstein banned from Chicago.
I saw them in Chicago. Was this before that rock in 2016 or after? Sorry, Dion. I think you muted or.
You cut out there for a minute.
Yeah.
No worries. Go ahead. No worries.
Okay. Was that from like the 90s heyday, or was that recently from Chicago? Oh, I think we got technical difficulty here.
Uh-oh.
It's all good. Technical difficulty. That's all right. But yeah.
One of my favorite bands, by the way, of all
Yes.
time. Definitely in top 5. Yeah. It would have been funny if like we heard a buzzing in your background, Jay. It's like, what the hell is that? Plot twist for you.
So
Don't tell
with
no one.
Hirogasm the event, sorry, did you want to jump in there?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I had seen all these blogs where people were like upset, saying that it was so graphic and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't feel like it really was. Like for an orgy, it seemed relatively tame as far as what they were depicting. I don't know. Like I feel like the first episode of season 1 with like the dude jumping into the urethra and everything, like that was way more graphic to me than anything we got in Hirogasm. I did think it was interesting how they used it almost as like set dressing for the episode. Like the characters were interacting, talking, and you just kind of see little snippets of things happening in the background. It was interesting.
I actually got a question for everybody. Was that the one Asian guy that Huey bumped into? Was that Bobby Lee?
No.
It wasn't? Okay, it
No,
looked like
no,
I didn't
no.
know who that was. So.
No.
But I will say, what happened to Mother's Milk in this episode was pretty disturbing.
Oh
I was more
my
disturbed
God.
by this than anything else.
What made that so funny, because first he was bitching about his jacket, which was pretty fucking minor, and then he opens up the door and it's got splooged on, like, wow.
And remember, he's OCD, he's germophobic, this is the worst possible thing that could happen to him.
That immediately reminded me of like the many times that Scary Movie franchise did that.
Grandma's Boy did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was bonkers.
I like how they do the room pan, and there's all these clever ways that people are having sex that are mutant X-Men related. Like there's a Professor X guy who's making them, using his mind to have sex with them. There's the electric guy who's doing stuff. So one guy makes an ice dildo. Yeah, ice dildo. Yeah. He's like a Sub-Zero guy.
A lot of thought went into that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine being in the writer's room meeting that day, huh?
Yeah.
And talk about genius marketing. Like, they were hyping this up. They even gave like a warning. Like there was actually, I think this is the first time ever the boys actually had like a warning.
Yeah, trigger warning.
Yeah.
It was a funny warning.
It was funny. So like, and the thing that's really clever though, and Dion did say it, and I have to agree with him. That wasn't even the best part of the show. I mean, yeah, that was a great fucking scene, and it was highly entertaining. Just saying. But everything that like happened in that scene just led to something like even fucking better. And before we even get to that, I also just want to mention the like I said, the weirdness that was the twins, and also want to touch on the octopus. That was so wrong on so many levels, but that shit was fucking funny. And, you know...
That's what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, Homelander's gonna like this.
It was his idea for me to come here. Like, well, there goes all her weapons or all her ammo she was gonna use. Hey, Jay, I wanted to say something.
Yes.
You and I were both vindicated hard, okay? Last week, I called out A-Train on his being a complete hypocrite. I also called out Billy Butcher for his hypocrisy. And on this episode, both of those characters got called out for exactly what I said. So I felt like totally vindicated. I was reading the scenes right. And then you read Homelander right, because you said you think he's scared of Soldier Boy. Like, this is the one fight that he knows he might not be able to win, and this terrifies him. You called it, and they said it directly, just like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, Homelander has always been, I mean, other than Stormfront, he's always been the most powerful suit, so there was no one there to challenge him. So now that there's potentially a soup out there that's maybe more powerful than him, well, we're still trying to figure that out right now. And yeah, so this is basically a first-time deal for him. He's never faced anybody more threatening than him, because all the fights he's been in were like either humans that he that he rescued or fought, stopping bank robberies and dealing with lesser powered soups within the Seven. He's never dealt with a threat like this before. Another thing that was interesting too, and I'm sorry I'm going out of order here, but it just dawned on me, is the fact that he was stunned by Billy Butcher having powers. So that just tells us that he's not aware of V24.
You'd think that he would be able to sense that there might be something different about Billy. Maybe he was cut off guard, but maybe he'll know to look for that next time.
It's a good point. That was a little bit of a continuity error since his son was able to see it before in Billy.
That's a good point, Josh.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. But I will say this. I don't want to get too much into the battle yet. When you guys are ready, maybe I'll do that. But I was going to say that it did take the full effort of the three of them to even really have a good fight. So.
Actually, before we actually get to the battle, I'm sorry I keep going all over the place.
No, it's fine.
But the one scene that was really fucking awesome is where Nadia confronted Starlight and gave her the nosebleed. When she's like, "Oh, are you gonna pop my head?"
I'm gonna disagree. That was the scene I was talking about in the beginning. That's the scene I think that makes it not perfect, because for me it seemed really out of character for Nadia to do that. And I feel like she's been kind of wasted this entire time. They could have done so much more with her. And for a while, they made us think she was more vulnerable. Like, oh, I'm also under the mercy of Homelander. I can't really kill him right now. But after that scene, it was kind of like she knows way too much. She knows like something's going on with Maeve. She knows Huey knows who she is somehow, and none of it's explained. She just has all this information and makes a weird threat to somebody who should be on her team. I don't know. It was a very strange approach.
Well, I think
go ahead.
Nadia. Go ahead, Pigard. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I was just agreeing with Josh. I think he's totally right. It did seem out of character for her to be so aggressive with somebody who ultimately seems like they would be on her team anyway. Like, Starlight's not the one to be making threats to. She's not, like, it was just weird.
No, go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
No, I was just agreeing with you. That's all.
Thank you, by the way. No, I was going to say that if she didn't do that and didn't have that approach from like a character writing standpoint, what I would have done, I just don't see, she would have got a better response from Annie as opposed to playing her hand, letting her know that she knows that Huey and her know that she has powers and all of these things. It was done very sloppily. I feel like that was very rushed. Like they're trying to get that plot line over with. Meanwhile, it's such a great plot line, and we haven't seen Victoria throughout this whole series. So, like I said, yeah, it's just wasted to me, in my opinion.
I disagree. Just the fact that we don't know 100% if she's on, like, if she's trying to trick Homelander or not. Like,
yeah,
that's just it. Like, I don't think they're gonna want to give away too much. So we don't know. We still don't know whose side she's really on. So that's why
She is a mystery. She is a mystery, and I'm excited to see where they take us with her.
Yeah,
I think we can say
minds on it a little bit because I think she's in prime position to kind of take over now that Stan's kind of out of the picture. And if she thinks ahead already, it goes, well, I'm kind of the head of Hawk now. And Starlight's like basically just trashing them the whole time. She's like, how fucking dare you? So she shows how she can control her powers enough to, she can hurt you, but she doesn't have to kill you.
Yeah, I agree with Joe on that one. That's how I thought. I thought it was cool that, you know, like I said, the whole nosebleed thing, you know. So I thought that was a nice touch.
Subtle. If you blinked, you could have missed it. But when I saw that on the rewatch, I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know another good scene? It was after the Hirogasm stuff was over, right?
Mm-hmm.
A-Train versus Blue Hawk.
I know where you're going with this. It's Mortal Kombat. Just say it.
Fatality.
Yep.
Fatality. Okay. First of all, Huey got a genuine apology out of A-Train. So A-Train actually was like, oh man, I get it. What I did was fucked up. Now that I experience it, I understand what you're saying now. When Soups kill an innocent person, it is messed up. But did he really learn his lesson? Because he thinks that Blue Hawk deserves to die for exactly the same thing he did. So he still hasn't really learned his lesson, in my opinion. He's still a total hypocrite, that A-Train. And if it goes public, if the public learns what he did to Blue Hawk, he's gonna die. Because honestly, they said Homelander wanted the heroes to present a united front. If it goes out that there's soup-on-soup violence, he's done for.
All right, well, there's a couple things I want to say about in response to that. First off, like, they presented it like he was already done for. I don't know if you noticed that, but like they made it seem like he was dead with his eyes open, which I want to say was very clever how it was done, because it echoed all the idiotic commercials that he had. It like panned out and got quiet like the same way. And I thought that was very clever similarity, because like all those commercials, I'm like, this is just annoying. This is a stupid part of the plot line. But the way they had that callback with him just looking up like, he's dead, which I don't think he's dead, but I'm saying they wanted you, I think that was a red herring. They wanted you to think that he was dead. I really do like that imagery though.
Yeah.
And I never got to say this because I wasn't here last week. I love the actor that plays Blue Hawk, Nick Weschler from It's Always Sunny. I don't know if you guys know. He's the guy who Charlie gives the hornet's nest to.
Oh, yeah.
He's Brad Fisher. I don't know if you guys remember that. That's
I didn't realize that was him. Oh my
god.
Well, yeah, I just, like I said,
That's
the way.
deep cut.
And for those who don't know what Tablock was talking about, in Mortal Kombat 11, Cabal has the exact same fatality, where Cabal grabs, well, he hooks towards you, and then he drags you. He runs. Cabal's a speedster, so he runs, drags your body across the pavement. Whoop, we just lost somebody.
He's still there. Went to his phone.
Hold on, I just got to do a quick switcheroo here. But yeah, Joe, take over for a second here while I pull this.
The only difference with that fatality is that he didn't get cut in half in this.
Exactly.
But it's basically the same exact thing. And
Hey, it was cool, man. Blue Hawk deserved it. A-Train kind of deserves it himself, and it appears that he may have died. He got a heart attack for certain. But I agree with you, Josh. They wanted us to think he's dead. He's gonna wake up in a hospital in the next episode, right?
Well, you just skipped the one step where it's like, no, he's alive, and I appreciate that. But I just I want to acknowledge that they still want us to think that he's dead.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't think so. But
But they did give us all these hints that he's got heart problems now, and he doesn't care. He's ignoring his health to his own detriment. He still wants to be the fastest man alive, even if it kills him, and it probably will.
I think the next one will. That's my prediction. I think he's going to have a big arc where he winds up taking whoever he needs to take to the site of the last fight. He's going to speed them wherever they need to go. So, in one more powerful sacrificial move. That's my guess.
He finally learns his lesson, and he tries to be a good guy for real, and then dies in the process. Oh man, what a tragedy!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like a tragic redemption arc. All right, go ahead, Pretty Garden.
I was just gonna say it was pretty slick how he kicked Blue Hawk's leg out and then just grabbed him by the ankle. That was slick.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember one to right after that celebrity mashup of Magic, when it goes back to Homelander and he's freaking out, and he goes, "If the company fails, I fail." So I think he still thinks that, you know, if the company goes down, he's tethered to that somehow. Even though, I mean, yes, he's kind of leading it right now, but I think they have something in store for him, and he knows about it.
You know, that's a really good line, Joe, that you picked up on, and there's a lot of parallelism with something that Maeve told him earlier on in the series, which is, wow, you made this all about you in like 2 moves.
Oh, yeah?
And that mirror scene, that is, I think that's a Green Goblin parody, to be perfectly honest.
Mm-hmm.
It's very common in a lot of... Yeah. It's very common in a lot of
good pickup.
Stuff.
Now that you mentioned, that's a good pickup.
Yeah.
Hey Dion, hopefully now that you did the switcheroo, I want to get some of your thoughts here since you got the switcheroo right. How you doing, man?
I'm sorry, brother. Yeah, I think my computer took a ditch. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you come in loud and clear and you look great.
Awesome. Yeah, I was missing too much of I was so excited. I was missing too much of the conversation. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Well, we were just talking about that scene where Blue Hawk got dragged on the pavement by A-Train.
Bro, finally A-Train's done what he should have did like 3 episodes ago. He could have did that and just dumped his body in the lake. But like, well, I don't know, he disappeared, bro. You know.
Oh.
I mean, I loved it. I thought, you know, I would have dragged him longer. I would have just had 2 pairs of legs and just started playing drums as I died. You know? Just fell off into the sunset like, fuck this dude. So yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, like I said, we were just talking about earlier. It's like reminiscent of a Mortal Kombat fatality from MK11 that Cabal can do.
You know what's so funny? That's actually what I wrote down. I just wrote the word fatality. Edited us, baby.
You know, like I said, when we got Tabmug 99 up in this bitch, we it's inevitable that we're gonna tie in Mortal Kombat some way somehow.
You got it.
By pure coincidence, I happen to have on my fatality T-shirt. What do you know?
Yes.
Oh, he does.
I will say this too, and it just reminded me of the other part of that scene. I almost forgot the other thing. It was like, it does definitely look like a fatality without a doubt, but also, oh my God, I hate saying this. It's just another political thing. It reminds me of when they dragged the guy behind the truck, and it seemed like they were trying to do a flip-flop of that. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh, yes.
An inverse racially of that. I don't know if that was their intention, but I thought about that during this, where I was like, oh, he's being drugged like the guy who, yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't pick up on that. That's a great observation. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Now
it does seem like a fatality because the way the audio drops, too. They should have played the music, but
it was just, now that you mentioned it, now that scene hits fucking harder now, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
I thought of that immediately, but I don't know. I guess I forgot about it.
Damn.
But yeah, rewatch that part because the way that audio dropped at the end, it's just like the Pepsi commercial when he's sipping.
Well, yeah. Like not only that, but
yeah.
You mentioned the commercial, but also I think it's like an adrenaline. Like he knew he was under orders from What's Her Nuts not to do that, and Homelander not to do that. And I think the adrenaline was getting to him. Like, oh fuck, I fucked up. They're gonna kill me now.
You guys want to talk about that scene too with Ashley? Holy shit! Man.
So Josh, lead us off.
Ashley is trying to be Homelander with no powers. She's trying to be the human Homelander. She's wearing the outfit. She has. Just going nuts. She's copying his mannerisms.
Not just that, but remember she had the strap on of the Homelander's dildo.
Yes, yeah,
yep.
That too. And then just like snapping at A-Train, snapping at that other woman, talking about doing an interview in her asshole or whatever. She's literally trying to I'm gonna be Homelander the best I can, even though I don't have any powers. Isn't she? She's in Doom Patrol, right? That woman. Or no? Or is that somebody else?
I haven't watched.
I'm thinking of
I never watched the
third.
third season of Doom Patrol. I'm way behind.
Okay.
So.
I couldn't tell you, but I do know that hair pulling disorder, that's a real thing. It's called trichotillomania. And after listening to what you just said, it seems like where they're going with this is she's going to pull out all her hair to the point where her hair does look like Homelander's.
Oh! There, Tabok with another one.
Wow, yeah.
Wow.
Just tear it all out.
I loved in that scene that even though A-Train is the one with the superpowers, when she pulled her hair out, he was genuinely scared, like, what the fuck? Like, okay, I'm sorry. That was awesome.
He knew he was dealing with an unstable genius at that point.
And she had a point, like, through all the craziness. Her point was like, what about all the shit that you did, Pop Claw, and all the stuff that I had to do to cover up for you? Like, you know, the A-Train was wrong. I think, ironically enough, I guess that strange thing did set off the motions for A-Train to have his little arc, what it seems like he's having.
And he apologized to Huey, and it seemed like a sincere, heartfelt apology.
Yeah.
You know, he killed Robin. He had actually kidnapped Huey's dad and threatened to kill Huey's dad unless Huey did what he wanted. Like A-Train was really fucked up. Yeah. So for him to talk about like he cares about the innocent people dying, like everything that Ashley said to him was right on. This is what Jay and I were talking about last week. I called out Butcher on his hypocrisy, and I called out A-Train on his hypocrisy last week. And then this week on the show, they actually did it. So we were right in tune with where they were going with these characters.
Yep. Absolutely.
Joe, and A-Train thing, did that happen before or after Soldier Boy lasered the house?
Before, because...
I was going to say, if it happened after, I was like, maybe he's losing his powers because of that. But if it happened before, then no.
Yeah.
No, Huey went in to go get everybody first. I did want to say that I want that it's juxtaposed with Huey's arc where like his apology wasn't good enough and Huey's becoming like a dickhead. So it's kind of like the opposite. Like A-Train's going one way and Huey's going the other way. And that was like a interesting crossroad that they had.
And Starlight is the one who's rising above it all because she's the one saying, you know what? I am through partnering with murders. I am through people telling me I have to be just as bad as the other guys in order to win. I'm done with it. You can play this game, Congresswoman, if you want, but when you're done, all you're going to have left is a steaming pile of shit that you're standing on, which you built. She does not want to partner with murders. She does not want to resort to doing what the bad guys are doing in order to beat them at their own game. She wants to be a true superhero.
Yeah. Which
she's aspiring to be a superhero in the sense that DC and Marvel would have, not the Vought universe.
Yeah.
All right.
There's one scene we actually glossed completely over, and that's the Kimiko scene with the Russians.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Back and starts killing them again.
All right, who wants to kick it off? Joe, kick it off.
All right, so I like how I can't remember the one name at Russian there, but she starts going through Sergei's back history with all his injuries and everything else, and how she basically sent him on all those missions, so he's like her lapdog, and Kimiko can't take it anymore. And after she finally breaks loose, she goes back to her old ways and starts killing again. I think she's getting her powers back.
Yes.
She broke out of the cuffs, right?
Yeah.
Like only someone with only a suit could do that.
Yeah. So we know that whatever power that Soldier Boy has, it's not permanent. Like it's not the be all end all. It doesn't actually take away the other soup's powers, which is probably why. Okay, it just dawned on me now. Which is probably why he was still like in that tank. Like the reason why the Russians were still experimenting on him, he wasn't ready yet. He's not a finished product yet, because I think that beam, the Havoc beam, anybody who knows who Havoc is from X-Men, the Havoc beam, I think the intention was to kill Homelander and to take away a Soup's power, but apparently that's not the case because we've seen Kimiko get her power back.
Temporarily.
I want to pick your brain for a second with Homelander's power. I think that back in the day with Payback, I think he used the Havoc beam on Black Noir, and that's why Black Noir was all burnt and stuff. So I feel like potentially we kind of know that this is only temporary, not just from Kimiko, but also from Black Noir, because Black Noir does have his powers still.
Paul pointed out that Kimiko didn't use her superpowers to break out of the cuffs. She actually picked them using a nail file, the old-fashioned way.
Okay.
So she may not be getting superpowers. We'll see how it shakes out later tonight, won't we?
All right. Oops, that was a big oops on me.
I thought when they pulled Soldier Boy out of the tank, I thought they implied that power was new. Was I the only one who got that impression?
Yes, yeah, that is a new power because he didn't have it like when they showed him in the flashback in the 80s. He didn't have it. I think the whole point is the Russians are making him more powerful to kill Homelander in the 7 because you see the Russian graffiti, like the anti-7 graffiti. I think they're
Speaking of how Soldier Boy used to be in the past, was another funny line that he had was how he used to love Liberty back in the day. Remember that?
Oh yeah, the old
Liberty. There's a real hero.
Our hero.
Goddamn.
Like everything that he says, like Huey's like, oh no, how can I explain to this guy how wrong he is?
Yeah.
But was it because Liberty was Stormfront, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, him and Homelander are so much alike. It's sick.
Yeah, right. It makes you wonder if Stormfront was around, what would she say as far as this whole battle going on between Homelander and Soldier Boy? She might be able to put the fight down and say, boys, we're all on the same team here. Come on now. Then the rest of us would really be screwed.
Yeah.
They're trying to show the same type of relationship between Captain America and Superman, because those are so similar.
Yeah.
So they're trying to do the same thing with Homelander and Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
All right.
I loved it when Billy Butcher was explaining to him. He's like, who is this Homelander? You know, I've seen pictures of him. He's like, well, he's the new you. It's impossible. There's no new me.
Yep.
He explained it so well.
Okay, so I figured. Okay, so it is after 10. So let's talk about that fight. And I want Davis to kick it off before I get to you, Davis. Though, when we get to talk about this final fight here, I just love the build-up, the tension. Okay, first and foremost, I didn't think we were gonna get a fight in this episode. I thought the fight was gonna come like later. The fact that we got the fight this soon is fucking incredible. But
you think that would be a season finale?
Yes,
right?
exactly. If the show ended now, I would have been like, holy shit. But no, we got.
I'll tell you what I think they're building up to, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
Like I said, I want Davis to kick it off. And before Davis kicks it off here, I just want to say I just love the tension when soon as Homelander and Soldier Boy walk into the room, and they have that exchange, and he's just like. He's like, when Homelander's like, he's like, Soldier Boy, I worshipped you. I watched all your movies. I watched everything you did. I wanted to be you. You were my idol. And then Soldier Boy's just like, you're just the false version of me. And he's like, no, I'm the
you're
fucking
just a pansy,
upgrade.
boy.
I'm the upgrade.
Yeah. That shit was fucking bonkers. Well, what a way to start a fucking fight. But Davis, go ahead, man. Dish out your thoughts on that fantastic final fight.
Oh, man. Okay, so you have Homelander who could pretty much snap at any moment, like his mental state is on the verge of collapsing, and also like okay, so like if Soldier Boy were to actually win against Homelander, like Homelander's completely defeated by Soldier Boy, that only means that everyone's got to worry about Soldier Boy now. I just want to put that out there. But oh man, everything from the dialogue, the tag team, the stunt work, the special effects, especially that little beam battle with Homelander and Butcher, it kind of reminded me of Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
Yeah, or Harry Potter or something.
Love that.
That shit was
always good stuff.
Oh, the beam fight? That was also like. Oh no, good. Sorry.
Oh no! Continue.
No, please. I was just going to say there were other things like the Storm and the Cyclops beam laser battle, and there's one other one I remember from Marvel and DC. Superman and Doomsday. They also have the same type of thing.
Yeah.
Yes. That one too.
But I think the boys did it better.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And also like this is just round one. I have a good feeling that this is this is not going to be like a one-time thing. You know they're going to fight again later on, and I mean, if so, like I'm hyped. I really want to see the rematch. And I forgot who said it before, but yes, it totally is Captain America versus Superman, and goddamn,
Yes. Dion, I know you DM'd me and just you just blew up my phone after you were done watching that fucking episode. So Dion, go ahead, dish it out, that fucking fight.
Man, I watched it again tonight. But when because I watched it in the morning, and I said, because I think I messaged you, like, because I don't have neighbors, I live in a building by myself. If I had neighbors, they'd have been banging on my door. Because my reaction was like watching like a bar fight explode into a riot, like in an establishment. I literally was jumping up and down on my chair, which nearly tipped over, yelling, "Oh shit!" And just the fight was amazing. And you just got these moments, like, so Homelander's like, you know what? I'm done with you. He lasers Billy. So him and Soldier Boy now fighting. This is amazing because I think it was Pretty Guardian who kind of said before, we don't really know if Homelander can actually fight. So now we're into each other. I was like, oh shit, this is amazing. Then Butcher comes up and he's like, where's this dude coming from? He's still alive. And now you got this three-way. I was just like, ah!
Gorgeous.
When Huey comes in, I was just like, oh shit, my man got to get a piece, and he still got his dick out. I literally jumped up and down like a 3-year-old, yelling, oh shit, for about 5 minutes. And like, it was everything.
Yes.
That was the best part of the entire episode. And that's what made it the best episode of this entire series, because it was the tension that kept building through the scene.
Yes.
And it was just like, I mean, I wish I had video of what I looked like watching that scene, because it was.
But they were building a lot of tension throughout the episode, and then we got a release of that tension, which you might call the Hirogasm.
That's what
I was saying before. Yeah. Titular.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about that scene. And also, I looked it up. It took them 5 days to film that. So, like, a lot of work.
Really?
That's impressive. In 5 days, they filmed that? That's impressive.
And so I watched it again tonight. It was the same. I was just like, oh shit.
You know what? It just dawned on me. You know the old saying, don't ever fucking tug on Superman's cape? They tugged on that cape pretty fucking hard.
I was thinking of like Edna Mode in The Incredibles, where she's like, we don't put capes on your costumes.
No capes.
Yeah.
Nope.
So can I chime in here with what I think they're building up to?
Go ahead.
All right. Based on that fight, it's going to be hard to top, so they're going to have to come up with something big. If you remember the finale, right? The end of the episode, Starlight is on some streaming app, some streaming platform, talking about how she's done with the BS. She's coming forward. Homelander is the worst of them all. She just came out and called him out publicly. She's done hiding. She's done keeping quiet. She is who she's always been times 10. She's completely transparent now. She's going to be open with the public about how bad these suits really are. This is going to force a confrontation. And what I believe the season finale is going to be, Homelander's team versus whoever's with him versus whoever's against them. It's going to be an all-out brawl, maybe Mortal Kombat Armageddon style, or maybe a better, more appropriate comparison would be the intro to Super Friends, where you've got the good guys on one side and you've got the bad guys on the other side. And it's going to be an all-out melee as they all go against each other. Or it might just be everybody against Homelander. He may have no one left on his team. That could be the other way they play this. He is falling apart. He's losing his allies. We don't really know where the Congresswoman stands. that aside, it could be Soldier Boy and Starlight and everybody, A-Train if he's okay, everybody teaming up to beat Homelander and get rid of him once and for all.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Where is Stan Edgar?
Yeah.
Where is Stan Edgar?
Yeah, and where's the other character that's
Queen
missing
Maeve.
as well?
Yeah.
They're having legal difficulties. They're having legal difficulties. What is going on with them?
Is Starlight's the only one who actually knows where Maeve is, right?
Nobody
doesn't
knows where
know.
Maeve is.
No,
Ashley might know.
But they have the in the hotel.
See, that's what I want. I want Starlight to mount a rescue and get in there and get Maeve back.
I'll tell you this, if Maeve is actually dead and they do another like Stormfront-like thing where they just say, oh yeah, she died off camera, then that's going to drag it down for me a lot. So I hope that that's not the case. I thought about that like today. I'm like, nah, she's got to be alive somewhere. Otherwise, that would be horrific.
Okay, so I missed something. What happened with her after her and Starlight's conversation?
So Queen Maeve got knocked out by Black Noir.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Yeah. And we haven't seen her since. Homelander set her up because she confronted Homelander, and then she got tackled by Black Noir, and we haven't seen her since.
That's right. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Right. Yeah.
Why don't we think about who might still be loyal to Homelander? Do you think
unless Joe's right with his bold
I was
prediction.
gonna say, I did have my prediction.
What the hell is the Deep gonna do? He's gonna have some sharks or something? Like, who cares? Like, the Deep.
Another way.
He like sucks.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know who's left. We don't know who Homelander has left, unless
if Black Noir is found, then he's in the fight. Who's he gonna back?
He's
Homelander.
Well,
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Well, maybe we'll find out tonight.
I do want to read this off though, because Vought did send out a press release.
Yes, you were telling us
about the Instagram thing that Starlight.
Yeah. Read that off because I never even saw it. Read it off.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
The recent accusations made by Annie January, codenamed Starlight, on a recent social media live stream in no way reflect Vought International as a whole. Vought assures our shareholders that we will use the full power of the American legal system to fight these spurious allegations, and we also confirm that January has been terminated and her status as co-captain of the Seven rescinded, effective immediately. January is a glory hound who became hysterical with rage after Homelander ended their relationship. Sadly, her crazed jealousy has boiled over into insurrectionist territory and has made a reconciliation impossible. We ultimately regret making January a member of the Seven. Our goal is, and always will be, the advancement of the American people and the expansion of liberty across the world for America, signed Homelander.
So this is what you always do, right? When you end a relationship, you say, oh, that bitch was crazy. That's what he's doing.
Yep.
See, I hate that.
Like, everybody hates that.
But you know who has proof?
Amber Heard.
Stan Edgar. Save yourself.
Right.
Stan Edgar? Okay.
He said Amber Heard. I love it.
I thought you were gonna say about the flight video, which still looming around.
Oh yeah, that is still.
Yeah,
Queen Maeve has it, so.
Well, we don't know what happened to her, but if that video goes public, remember, Homelander's not afraid to take out the nerve centers. He'll start by destroying New York City.
Well,
I got a prediction. I think Queen Maeve, maybe and my predictions, they've been, I've been okay. I've been like 70-30. Maybe Queen Maeve escaped, I think, possibly, and hid somewhere before they can actually take her and hold her captive.
Maybe her and Stan Edgar are in a room somewhere, prisoners.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Homelander threatening to take out the nerve centers or whatever? Fucking try it. It only took 3 soups to take your ass out. How many are out here in the world? Fuck Homelander.
Oh, yeah.
I think they might be able to avenge New York, but I don't know. I think Homelander could single-handedly destroy it. before anybody takes him down.
Okay, New York has like 8 million, or how many million people are in New York? You're telling me there's not a whole squad of soups in there? Please.
Not only that, how many comic movies have tried to destroy New York and have failed?
I'm not saying he won't do some damage. I just don't think he'll get as far as he thinks he will.
Oh, I have a question. Is there any more of those members, the Soldier Boys team?
Black Noir.
Payback.
Yeah, Payback. Just Black Noir? Is that the only one left?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the mosquito got killed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because they look like they were on a mission to go find the last one. Maybe they'll have that.
No, you're right, because when they did this, they say they're going to start in Vermont because that's where the twins are.
Yeah.
That implied that there's a couple more stops that he's going to want to make.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, so can I ask another question?
Yeah.
In the hotel, in the conversation with Huey, I didn't have a chance to go back because this was I watched it right before we kind of went live. Did Soldier Boy say that him and Crimson had kids, or did he say they were planning on having kids?
They were planning on it.
Planning.
Until all the shit happened.
Until the shenanigans.
Oh, someone's gonna say hello. Oh, it's so cute.
Nice.
Hi, doggy.
Hi, doggy.
That terror?
Well, we got a cameo.
Yeah, right.
Sorry about that.
No. We love dogs here at NerdCage Live, so it's all good. All right.
Do we though?
Okay, so it's getting close to 10:30, so let's just wrap this up here. So let's go in a circle and just give our closing thoughts and what we're excited for next, and let everybody plug themselves in again. So, TabMook99, kick it off, man. Give your closing thoughts, and yeah.
I guess, everybody's really excited about this episode. You guys really made me realize how awesome it was, just reliving all the amazing moments. I'm going to increase my opinion of it after rethinking it. This really is I wouldn't say perfect 10. I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10. The only thing dragging it down for me is these clumsy analogies. Homelander saying it's safe to go outside. Clearly an allusion to politicians who have said that it's safe to go outside during COVID. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's safe to go outside with Soldier Boy running around. Soldier Boy, remember, threw a Benz through a car, killing Mother Milk's family.
Yes.
So this idea that it's safe to go outside, no, you're not even safe in your own home with someone like Soldier Boy. So the analogy is a little clumsy. I didn't like that, so I'm just going to knock it down half a point. Other than that, I love it. Thank you for putting my channel out there in the chat. That's me, youtube.com/tabmock99. If you like the Mortal Kombat franchise and if you want some deep dives on Mortal Kombat lore, my channel is the place to go. You can also find me at tabmock99 on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch.
Yes, links are in the description. Yes, TabMook99 is the leader of the Mortal Kombat fan community. We are lucky to have him as a Mortal Kombat fan. I'm just saying we are lucky to have him, and his strength of geek knowledge, it surpasses Shao Kahn. And you want deep lore, all the information, go to TabMook's channel. All right, the lovely pretty Guardian, what are your closing thoughts? And go ahead and plug yourself away.
For my closing thoughts, I'm giving this episode a 9 out of 10. I thought it was so great the way they built up the tension. Obviously, that climactic fight scene at the end was just off the chain. I loved your reaction to it, Dion, because I was right there with you. Oh shit. It was that good. Where I'm really excited to see this season go is I want to know what's going on with Queen Maeve. And I'm also worried for Annie. On the one hand, I think that she is way stronger than a lot of people give her credit for. When I did my top 10 soups video, I was looking through some of her fight scenes. She was tanking shotguns. She was getting thrown into marble columns by Black Noir. She's a tough chick. So I'm worried for her, but I'm excited to see how things play out for her at the same time. 9 out of 10.
And where can everybody find you?
Everyone can find me at youtube.com/prettyguardian.
Yes.
And obviously my links are in the description box. And also, thank you to everybody on the panel. You guys rock and bring so much energy and life to this show. It's always awesome hearing your opinions.
Thank you. Very, very kind words. And like I said, it's always a joy to have you here.
You.
Josh from Movie and Gaming Aficionados, go ahead. Your closing thoughts on this episode of The Boys and plug yourself away, my dude.
All right. Very well-paced episode, I'll say. I wasn't really bored. So I will say that. I'm probably going to give it a 9 with those little minor caveats, little nitpicks I had. Overall, it was a great episode, though. And, I mean, this is the second to last episode coming up. So, I mean, if that's the case, I'm even more excited for the last 2 episodes. Hopefully they don't drop the ball like so many other shows do.
Yeah.
I don't think that they will. But, yeah, man, great having, this discussion and with you fine people, and thank you, Jay, for having me. You can find me at Movie and Gaming Aficionados. I have content up there. I have reviews, movie reviews, news, gaming stuff, but I might actually make a big change to my channel. I'm thinking about it. It's like in the process, but it's going to be some cool stuff coming. All right.
Absolutely. And it's always a joy having you here, my dude.
Thank you.
All right, the mighty TitanGoji. You got 2 channels to promote. And of course, I want to hear your closing thoughts on this fantastical episode that was episode 6 of season 3.
First off, thank you so much, Jay, for inviting me on here, and thank you everyone else for such an amazing panel and discussion of this episode, because goddamn, I fucking love this episode so much. I mean, I don't want to be a dead horse. I want to keep repeating myself. This episode was truly amazing. If I had to give someone like 3 or 5 reasons to watch The Boys, this episode is one of those reasons.
Yeah.
And once again, I'm Davis Madole, also known as TitanGoji. I do videos about Japanese sci-fi, whether it's tokusatsu or anime. This morning, I just uploaded a video where I react to numerous Gundam toy and model kit commercials. Again, some pretty good reactions out of that one. And I also have a fitness channel named Turned A Fitness and Performance. I'm gonna try and post every weekend on there, if not every other weekend, and I am going to be making 2 convention appearances in July. I will be in Chicago, Illinois for G-Fest from July 15th to the 17th. And on the 17th at 10 a.m., I will be hosting a panel about Attack on Titan with fellow YouTubers Steam Guam and Sentinel Prime's Chen. And I will be going to Anime Matsuri in Houston, Texas from July 29th to the 31st. And on the 29th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I will be hosting another Attack on Titan panel. However, this will be how Tokusatsu had influenced the series itself. So if you're in Chicago or Houston, look forward to possibly seeing me.
I will definitely be there in Chicago, and I'm gonna be one of those loud, I'm gonna be cheering you on. So I'm very much looking forward to your presentation at G-Fest, and yes, I will be at G-Fest as well. People, no panel for me. I pulled out because I'm unsure of how the new layout of G-Fest is going to be like. Cause for the first time ever, G-Fest is at a new venue. So that's why I pulled out. Oh, yeah. So there's some uncertainty there, so I pulled out. But I'll probably do my panel in a couple of years. I don't plan on going to G-Fest next year unless I don't know what her condition is or how her health is, but if they somehow get Kumi Mizuno next year at G-Fest, I will go. Well, I'm planning on going to G-Fest this year, not next year, but I will go in 2024 for Godzilla's 70th birthday. But yes, Davis, I'm looking forward to your panel, and I'm definitely looking forward to hanging out with you at G-Fest, and of course hitting the gym with you, because you are the reason why I get my ass off the couch, okay? So, so I highly recommend if you need any fitness tips or need any kind of like, you know, like enthusiasm or just reason to like hit the gym, just look at what Davis posts and look and subscribe to his new channel. Just saying. I definitely appreciate it here.
Never skip leg day, people.
Yes. Yeah, we don't need no Johnny Bravos roaming around the earth, okay? So, yeah, leg day's important.
Yeah.
we don't skip leg day. All right. Chicago's finest, who I'm hopefully going to see at G-Fest as well. Dan McGill, go ahead, give your closing thoughts on this episode and plug yourself in, my dude.
Okay, first things first. Please let me apologize to the NerdCage Nation for my technical difficulties. It's something as hopefully Jay doesn't lock me out, and I'll see you guys again.
No,
Second
never.
thing, let me because TitanGoji is a humble motherfucker. But let's make no mistakes. NerdCage, TitanGoji is coming to Chicago, the best city in the world, might I add. So if you, because I know there's you motherfuckers are in Peoria, some of y'all are down South Illinois, some of you might be a couple states away, drag your dead asses to Chicago, July 15th to the 17th. I'm gonna be there. Jay St. G's gonna be there. TitanGoji's gonna be there. We can just have a NerdCage party, burn the motherfucker down because Chicago needs something anyway, and we'll go waltzing off into the sunset. So please put that on your calendar, make it happen. Third thing, I gotta quote my most favorite MC. I know I need to tone it down a bit because I'm throwing out these 10s just like they counterfeit. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, bing, 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 bing. I love this episode. I thought it was amazing. I watched it again tonight and my reaction was the exact same. I have nothing but questions. Where's Stan Edgar? Where's Maeve? And you gotta remember, Stan Edgar and Soulja Boy work together in the field, so they have a relationship. I'm so excited to see, Giancarlo Esposito is like my hero. I'm like, I don't know, I'm fanboying. I would just, like Prince, I don't care. I love him and I want to see more of him. And so I can't wait I'm so glad I made my boss at work happy today because I'm staying up late tonight to watch The Boys. So other than that, more questions, just so many more questions. And one thing we didn't really talk about, the idea that one of the world's most powerful superheroes' power is tied to PTSD is so intriguing to me as a veteran. When he was talking in the hotel room about, out in the field and these battles, I'm like, we used to call that shell shock. That motherfucker, guys, he needs to talk to a therapist. So I find that super intriguing as well. So can't wait for the next episode. As soon as I get out of here, we all know where I'm headed. Thank you guys, as always. You guys are fabulous and amazing, and I just love, and gals. I use guys as a blanket term. Don't get mad at me.
Gender neutral.
Right. I apologize. But thank you guys for letting me just, sit and chat with you cats, man. What better thing could I be doing on a Thursday night? I love it. OffTheBeatenPodcast.com. I say I'm going to do something on YouTube. I've been telling that shit for about a year now. So send me an email and call me a lazy motherfucker. It might happen.
All right, I'll get right on it. And, Joe, before you tell everybody about Friday and Tuesday, again, we're going to be back here next Thursday talking episode 7. So hopefully we can get the same panel back, or some of y'all back, or all y'all back. Who knows? But the door's open. We're going to be doing another panel next Thursday. And because the G-Fest and the upcoming NerdCage Live hiatus, which I'm going to get to in a minute, we're actually going to be doing the spoiler panel for the season finale on Sunday, July 10th, due to the fact that I'll be in Chicago. So we're going to have 2 panels back-to-back, one on next Thursday and one on next Sunday. To do episodes 7 and 8. That being said, Joe, go ahead, dish your thoughts out. Give this 1 through 10, and tell them about tomorrow and Tuesday.
All right. Well, this episode, like I said, was as close to perfect as I could get. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And, there's, like I said, there's still, even after talking about it, there's nothing I could really nitpick out of this that I would change it. It really will. That being said, tomorrow, we will be on Twitch at the same time we always are at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard, and we will be playing Mortal Kombat Deception Conquest Mode, the finale.
Twitch.tv/NerdCage Live, and then tell them about Tuesday.
Yes, and on Tuesday, we will be doing a one-off of House of the Dead remake.
Yes, I cannot wait to kick it with you, Joe. I haven't played House of the Dead in decades, so I'm really much looking forward to it. We just finished Resident Evil 1 remake, but zombie killing season's not over, because we're going to play a one-off of House of the Dead on Tuesday before, again, we're going on a brief hiatus. We're still going to do NerdCage Live Gaming, but we are going to be taking a couple weeks off due to the fact I'm going to be in Chicago. That being said, guys, this was a 10 out of 10 for me. I absolutely loved everything about this episode. It wasn't just the fantastic tits and all that. It was really that fight at the end that just brought everything together, because I wasn't expecting them to fight so soon, and we know there's going to be more. And just, I don't know how. The fact that they keep raising the bar on this show, and it's just freaking amazing. And I just can't get enough of it. I'm looking forward to watching the next episode. Also, I just wanted to say real quick, again, let me just reiterate, we're going to be finished up our coverage of The Boys Thursday and next Sunday. And I want everybody, please, if you can make the time to be at the premiere next Friday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's 8 Central, 6 Pacific. Will be the NerdCage Live and Friends Mount Rushmore of action stars. I'm telling you, you guys are going to love it. This is going to be the last video I put out for a while, because we are taking a break, because we are, as Josh just mentioned, he's going to be doing a little bit of some changes. We got some changes coming up, too, on NerdCage Live. We're going to be doing a soft rebranding. Obviously, Mark has stepped away, but he'll still be, part of the NerdCage family. We're still going to have him on from time to time. But there are going to be some changes to the channel. And we're going to, we have 2 major announcements to make. We're not, everything's set in stone, but we're not ready to reveal anything yet. But we have a big reveal coming up, as well as a groundbreaking contest that we're going to do. I think I said too much, but please.
Is this big reveal what I think it is?
No, you have to wait too much. I want that, whatever that is. I want whatever's in that contest. I want to win it.
Well, we like I said, we have 2 major announcements. We won't just drop the announcements. We will definitely say on the NerdCage Live, NerdCage Nation discussion group, as well as on Twitter and Instagram. We will build it up when we're ready.
Can you give the audience tonight a hint as to what it is?
I will not do that.
It's bigger than Hirogasm.
That's all right, brother.
Yeah,
well, what does it rhyme with?
It's a wet
What's the first letter?
Not saying it.
How many letters is it?
I'm gonna ask you backstage, but I'll see.
Yeah. I'm not revealing anything. All I can say is you guys will be excited, and hopefully that there won't be like a stampede that's gonna storm the NerdCage Live hideout. Because it's that big.
A stampede, because that's what we want. Maybe the stampede, subscribe, all that shit.
Joe and I might have to hire some security. We might have to hire TitanGoji to stand by as a bouncer, because we may need some protection when we reveal this big-ass motherfucking contest that we're going to drop on NerdCage Live. Just saying. That's how big it is. All right, so I can't wait to reveal it. I really can't wait to reveal it. I think I said too much. But like I said, changes are coming. We're not going to, we are taking a break. Listen, Joe and I, we live and breathe this shit. We need a break, and I'm glad I get to spend a week in Chicago to, let my nuts hang out and have a good time. I'm very much looking forward to G-Fest, but I'm taking a break from NerdCage Live, and I'm taking a break from Joe Blow. But behind the scenes, we are going to be doing a soft rebrand, and we're going to be making some big reveals.
Please visit Reynaldi's when you're out there in Chicago.
I will. It's on my list. Dion, I put it on my list. All right. So listen, again, hopefully we'll be back next Thursday with episode 7. Spoiler talk. I just want to thank this fantastic panel. Please sub them all up. Not only that they are fantastic and talented people, but they are fantastic friends, and I am lucky to have them. So that being said, as always, we please ask you to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and spread that shit like Compound V. So the USA from yours truly, Syracuse, New York, Chicago, Illinois, Dallas, Texas, Portland, Oregon, New Jersey, and Florida, to all of our friends and fans around the world at NerdCage Live, Off the Beaten Podcast, TitanGoji Movie and Gaming Aficionados, The Pretty Guardian, and TabMug99. As always, enjoy life, stay safe, eat your vegetables, do your push-ups, watch those TitanGoji workouts, and good night.
Take it easy, y'all.
Night.
Stick around for these awesome-ass promos, motherfuckers! Mount Rushmore next Friday, be there!
NerdCage Live and gaming are a perfect match.
Shoot the J, Joe. Okay. Shoot it!
All right.
Over on NerdCage Live on Twitch, Jay and Joe go live.
Call me Bazooka Joe.
It's all about you.
Kaboom!
Playing both old school and new school games every Tuesday night. Ooh, what a sight!
Jay, stop looking at her face and run.
But she's so beautiful!
So be sure to follow NerdCage Live on Twitch.
Run for your life, Joe! Run for your life, Joe!
Running.
Run faster! Oh no, Joe! The galaxy's doomed because of you!
To scratch your gaming itch.
Oh, nice kick, Joe!
Thank you.
Yo! That's diabolical! Wait. Yo!
That's twitch.tv/NerdCage Live.
Ooh, trying to get out of the nerd cage, are ya? Well, before you go, hit that subscribe button. And if you're really intrigued, ring that bell. Thank you for dropping by. Until next time, tell everyone you know about NerdCage Live!